back everyone to ToD Warhammer 3 and part 14 of our Malakai Makaisson Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode we are here with Ungrim Iron Fist to hold the line against the hordes of Sylvania. Vlad and his lady friends and this bald fella have come on in to throw hands. Got some Fargeist. It's really just a horde of undead and nonsense. We need to bust it up. Our auto-resolve would be quite favorable to us here since we are a Dobby, but that would be so lame. Let's have ourselves a Helm's Deep style defense against the forces of evil. We are out on the proper battle map. We can't control the high ground though, so we kind of set up on either corner. Let them come to us with our own kind of Dawi. I'd say a Dawi checkerboard is going to be the best way to go here. See once we hit the map. Beat the field and slay us of Empire. Our allies are going to be reinforcing as well. That's no problem at all. I mean, honestly, we could come over here since there's no missiles for the undead. We could kind of come on over and set up Queen. I think not. Here's what we'll do. We shall start with our Goblin Hewers and our Pirates to make a bit of a checkerboard here with them. We'll grab them by holding control and grabbing in between. That didn't do what I thought. I must have done it slightly incorrectly. So I want Goblin Hewer, Slayer Pirate, Goblin Hewer, Slayer Pirate. Like so. No, oh, good grief. Goblin Hewers first. Be difficult. Oh, is this gonna be difficult, is it? That is not how I grabbed them, but that's how I was gonna deploy them. Interesting. Okay, so we'll have to set up our own. No problem. Move them across. These Urks aren't worthy. I don't mind making our formation a little bit smaller. That way we can kind of have the entire formation be a bit more scrunched up. Force the undead to kind of bunch up and be much more easy to butcher with our artillery. Other Slayer Pirates. Goblin Hewer. Last set of Pirates. We'll pull back a little bit because I don't want them in the front line. Slayers can actually hold just fine, and if I lose any of the artillery crew, they will replenish. Ungrim does a very good job of making sure that our Slayers are good and replenishable. Got our Goblin Hewer line now. Obey to anyone who tries to move on them behind, we will throw in the Giant Slayers with a unit of the Doomseekers and such. Will the Dragonback Slayers and the Grudge Settler variant. Have them kind of run back behind the Flame Cannons, which will be able to, at least they should be able to dig in. We don't quite have that one for them because we haven't fought enough of the Free-Elves. Soon. Ungrim, you're going to be on anti-Vlad duty. It's going to be a scary job if someone's got to do it. Single entities, our infantry boys, ranged lads, which we're just going to have you guys in guard mode. The Slayer Pirates can move up and chop whoever they want. And let's get it going. They are not going to be moving towards us at all. We can kind of... Got a gray cat on my lap. She's trying to readjust. Are you good? Just sit still. We have a battle against evil. Let everyone fall back. Speed up our time here. Vlad and company just kind of waste their stamina like fools. Which we just did too. We didn't necessarily have to sprint them on over. Alright, enemy reinforcements are here. We've got 51 seconds still. And we hold. If Vlad's clever, he'll just move to take out our reinforcing army first. Here come a whole bunch of flying angry bats. He's been given all sorts of things like rabies and steroids. They're basically Spartan bats. I think in lore they are vampires that have fall into their bestial nature. I don't necessarily know too much about the vampire count, so if you want to enlighten us, please do so. Vlad, his bald buddy, Greg. Greg von Karstein. Bring it on. Now we've got Longbeards, which we can use to have an even more sturdy checkerboard if we so wish. I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to bring you lot back. We'll have them defending our flanks. The Longbeards, that is. Making sure no one gets through. Because we don't want to stop our units from being able to fire. So more Giant Slayers for the back. Great weapon we can kind of come all the way across, and then we'll have the crossbows set up. Seeker, you kind of spread on out. We've got so many melee guys back here. Doomseeker's over, and then we can have the crossbows going to take up in the back line. All three of them. Flame cannon should be able to shoot right over their heads. Have the rifles being kind of like a flanking beam of Thunderbirds. You're just gonna all make it across before they get attacked. I believe in you. We'll put them all in guard mode. I think these Dawi don't have orders, so we'll bring them in. They can maybe be one of our frontline teams. It's not gonna be a fun job, but someone's gonna do it. Alright. Here come the brave Dawi. Almost all of the brave Dawi. They're gonna move towards the trench. They attacked us, so we don't have battle limits. Sometimes that does cause some weirdness with the AI where they just decide, okay, well, we will wait you out. So let's see what they decide. Maybe all hands on deck towards going towards this trench down here. Fine for me. Alright, they advance. Slowly and steadily. Incredibly slowly, good grief. So slow, them have everyone walk. No reason to waste your stamina. We've got a terrifying layer of fire over here. Moving on up with their spearmen. And that flank is not safe. There's nowhere that is. As the four guys get a little bit closer, that's when we'll summon in the gyrocopters. That way they can help weaken them a bit. I'm gonna have to get rid of Gray. She is cutting off circulation in my leg. We're so chunky, they need so many treats. Actually got a job, Gray. You take some damage, Yosef.
The clans unite.
He did. How? Are they blasting nasty vampire spells his way? What happened to Joseph? Like a game of Clue. Alright, we'll pull you two round to deal with whatever's coming through this trench here. Everyone else can advance just slightly to compensate. I'm gonna bring you warriors to the center. And we'll have all of the Longbeards set up in. As soon as they're all done running, we'll set them up. Block of Doom and Melkoth. That is very rude. Then some more mass. A lot of spells. Here they come. You wall for up front. Alright. Giant Slayers come round. Here come the hordes. Make sure you're standing up front so the Goblin Heroes can fire over the top there. I mean, if Isabella wants to fight, can do. She disintegrated. No more Isabella. That was quite fast, actually. crossbows get firing on the Vargeists.
Fire on the foe!
Extra armor for everyone up front here. Vargeists are having themselves a snack.
Move now!
Gonna land on the pirates up front. Bold strategy. Probably the best one they have, too. Isabella has fallen. Move you lot in. Flame cannons. Start melting these skelly warriors. Catch that black coach, rip it down. Pretty much anything that comes into range, rip it to pieces. Alright. Looks like we have karate chop. Oh yeah, we got caught up with someone else. Drag yourself on back. Back on your equipment. I get the Slayer Pirates to fall back. Those long beards are getting ripped apart. Send in the Doom Seekers. Long beards hold the line. While the Axe of Dargo gets ripping into this Vampire Lord. Alright, Sylvanian crossbows meet Dwarven superiority. Send in the Doom Seekers. Send in the Doom Seekers. We'll drop the bombs on these poor fools. Back through. Business. Lost a lot of health on a few of our Doom Seekers here. Most of them are about ready to activate the Whirling Doom. Pistols get cracking there. Pretty much just blast apart Skelly Warriors and Graveguard. Oh no. Storm of the Night. I comfortably say I've never really seen that used. Flame Cannon, go ahead and just range it in the middle of this. Vlad he has learned how strong Doom Seekers are. Start the Whirlwind. Blends up the rest of that group. And we break them with army losses. How glorious. Sacrifice those helicopters there. Up into the battle of 4,000 versus 1,700. We come out aggressively on top. Alright, so after throwing hands with Voldemort's better-looking brother, we come out on top with a whole bunch of gold. And retracting replacements there is 26% replenishment. Yes, please. We're gonna hit Nollengrum so quickly. Rebellion in the Wolflands, they must be swiftly and brutally crushed, especially since they are Dawizar. Oh, gross. We just fight them off. Decisive defeat. Yeah, they've got a Hell Cannon. Hell Cannons are pretty much always scary. Down, but probably not out. You can't really kill what doesn't truly live. Authoritarians, and then Norgrim, you're just close enough that you can come on over and take down a Gorumdarash. Rapid dash. And get you out of here. Cool. We'll go ahead and take the extra drink to victory. And I guess we'll just post up here in Settlement. Not gonna get to take down the Demon Stump, but that deals with your rebellion. The Dawi Lord's retainers are his loyal servants. Stand behind the walls and shout at people. And they're also bodyguards, be they shield or throne bearers. They also chuck hammers. 15 more armor and melee defense, or 15 more armor, 5 more melee defense, and 5 more leadership for all of our lords and heroes. Sounds good to me.
What?
He's up to 20. 140 for our runesmith? Good grief.
Slayer.
Just hunks of metal running around. So the Demon Slayer can make our Slayers stronger, of course. Which would just be applying to the Slayer Pirates. Let's go ahead and go for Thunderer again. Upgrade those Grudge Rakers as much as possible.
The Slayer in me sees
Great
death.
Green Nemesis. Ruinous Rival. Brass Lunged may be a good call. But our Dobby haven't really had any issues running away, have they? Well, that means then we are going to continue down his blue line. Earbeard to wipe out the corruption. For dealing with the undead, I'm thinking keeping him back with Ballistics Calibration is going to really be the play. So let's go break open the casks first, and then Triangulation to buff up the damage on his Goblin Hewers. We will make him a sniper. Sharpen weapons. More missile and melee damage. Sounds good to me. You can only do one out of the two. So whenever you have a new Runesmith, that was one of the, kind of the, I guess the debuffs they have, or the nerfs they applied to the Dawi, where you can't have them both hardening armor and sharpening weapons. They have to do one or the other. So we'll have him do scouting as well. Right. Magical items are great. And we don't have nearly enough of them. Got a lot of ancillaries though, dang. Your recruitment cost for Runesmiths. Oh yeah, we definitely need more of that. Yeah, we don't have any items at all. You have to take to the forge, start building some more. Alright, Garim, we'll have you also do the same, although Rune of Hearth and Home is Vigor, 40% ward save, or Sundered Armor. Dobby Rune magic is potent, and damned hard to defend against. Agreed.
Follow at your peril.
I got 11,000 gold to use. Let's see how about dropping Murda here.
I've had to
Murda, the Murder Rat.
botch this one.
Or fail to murder the Murder Rat. Botched this one. You sure did, didn't you? Up to Malakai then.
Malakai Makaisson.
I love the Grimgors up here.
Look, I
So,
will find me one day.
I'm thinking we're not gonna get to fight Tamarkan, but we can at least fight one of his armies. Hello, Maggot Host Army. Goodbye, Maggot Host Army. We'll go ahead and sack that because that is a ton of gold.
Inventing's not a cheap business.
Sure isn't.
The past is the
And then,
past.
what do we do with you, Malakai? Bleeding Spire hasn't been sacked just yet. I don't know that we want to move with him all the way into the Chimera Plateau, but we're kind of here, aren't we? We can start reclaiming the mountain holds in the east, which would be interesting.
I'm on
And we do have to deal with Grimgor sooner rather than later, so let's take the Gallows Tree.
Can't wait.
You know what, I want Tamarkan to come back so I can try to get his defeat trait.
By Grudges, it's me.
By Grugni, it's me. We'll try to take the plains of Zanbaijin next turn. Nori, you are pretty well maxed out. We'll give you Deadly Blade and then come up to Rune of Grimnir for some missile resist.
Explosives.
Not trying to have you get taken out by any little Gabo spells. Uncanny range for Ulrika. We're sitting in the shadows sniping. Sweet.
For the wisdom of Valea.
Alright. Papa Ironforge, do we just want you to have a couple more bombers? Would love some Thunder Barges, we just can't recruit them yet through normal means. Soon, but not yet. Get some more Iron Breakers, and then I think for the rest of my units I have for this army, it'll just be a bunch of Kislevites, apparently. What do we want? Want at least 4 Iron Breakers. or maybe 5 for the front line. We get some giant slayers to deal with any large targets, or just troll hammer torpedoes. I want to try to make this one more of a flame-based army. We got the 2 flame cannons. We need some grounded flamethrowers, or we can grab the iron drakes when we're able to. The ones that the grudge settlers.
Summon me if you dare.
So let's come on in and grab, I think, some longbeards with great weapons. Grab one of them, one hammer. Turn this into kind of almost an army like Thorgrim. Boki, you do it up well. Perfect.
Vengeful Rune Lord.
Ulthar, your army doesn't make much sense, but it's working out for us. Silverhall, if we could get some more barracks up and running, possibly here at the Altar of Spawns, actually think it's a good idea. Sparring chamber in here, that we get some longbeards in at Ulthar's army instead of the normal Dobby warriors. Sweet Yosef Hemifist. You have been recruited in a place that we can't actually do any recruiting ourselves. How great.
Doom Chaser.
ROR or allied recruitment, isn't it?
Choose.
I like neither of these options.
Fight like a slayer, die like a slayer.
Yeah, I like neither of these options. We'll just give them some Dobby warriors now. They can't hurt. Meanwhile, we crush our way up the altar of the Crimson Harvest. Thank you, Thorhall Thrall Tamer. Your soul is mine.
Let us find our deaths.
105 kills there. Ooh, 8,000 for stacking it. Our greed continues to rule our decision making.
Demon Slayer.
Right from there. Sweet. Thank you for the High King, indeed. Land barracks can stay in here as well. So that'll allow Kevin to get rid of these Dobby warriors.
Not to follow a slayer.
What for later on might we place them with? Or just for right now, we can grab one of these frostworms. Nice bit of bonus V large and a good anchor, single entity anchor for our army. Kevin the Undefeatable and his Dragon of Frost. Demons be damned. Haven't fought many demons yet, have you? So let's start upgrading your lads. Slayers first.
Bane of Demons.
So that is going to be in Grimnir's heirs, give them more melee attack.
Slayer.
Yeah, Grim. Go ahead and give you Foe Seeker, and eventually we're going to pull you out of this army. In fact, probably right now. He's going to start his merry journey across towards Sylvania. Sweet. Ungrim, you can come on out. Karate Chop, Vlad, and Steiner here. Nice and easy. Oh, all three of you survive. Well done. Well, survive is, I guess, a relative term. The Indomitable Puppet Grudge, winning 3 battles against vampire counts. Seen by Thungi's raging glare, innocent Dobby traveling through Stirland have been taken by the von Karstein Zangonaz and slain. Their bodies have risen and may perform a dread reveal. Puppet reenactment of something. We'll see in just a moment. Waldenhof, your oath gold belongs to me. Puppet reenactment of Jaeger's travesty of a play. Stout Heart Beardcomber and the Ostlander's wife. This is a terrible grudge. For it is a terrible play. One that must be paid with von Karstein heads. The oldest entries in the Dwarfs book of Grudges have been struck out. We get more control. How dare you reenact a lewd play with zombies, you nasties.
I am the Slayer King.
Well, legendary battle for Vampire Slayer, don't mind if I do. Flaming bombs, ammunition for Spirit of Grungni and Thunder Barges, and a Crimson Gemstone. Definitely not turn one of our Dawi into a vampire. Treasury Oath Gold, reload time reduction for flame cannons. Dark and Sinister Force. Alright, cool. Let's get ourselves a quest battle going.
Onward.
Onward. Let's go for Miner's Instinct. It's gonna be good when we start fighting against the Skaven down there, so let's go for... What was that? Stop them from escaping. Triangulation times 2. And then... Sharpen Weapons. Plus... Let's get the Master of the Forge passive up and running. Here in Waldenhof, we will make use of that by going for good old Trading Depot, and if you've noticed, we actually have our Building Progression icon mod back on it. I love how the art there that they've got for it, every single faction. But I wish it was a base game thing. Just a little bit of extra love done on all your icons instead of having them all be exactly the same.
What?
Creator of the mod, well done. I don't have your name up in my head right now, and I apologize for that, but you've done a glorious thing here with this mod. What do we need here? We need to get Malakai out of his in-camp stance. He can fight a quest battle. Why? Why indeed. So, Gyro Bombers versus Vampires. Let's see who wins. We've got Victor Van Hal. He's standing way too far away from his camera, whereas Malakai can't see quite clearly. James. Bring it on. Oh, I guess he ran away. A horde of undead thralls has been risen from the earth, controlled by the dark magic of a vampire lord. Malakai Makaisson is caught up with the spineless cur who hides behind the powerful necromancers at his command. With a fleet of gyro bombers awaiting orders, Malakai marches into the vampire lord's corrupted lands to dispatch the henchmen and send the undead masses to their doom, or meet his own.
Let them come and try us! We'll kill them again! It's that ugly one in the robe doing this! Shoot that one! Nothing better than fireworks that hit people!
Nothing better than fireworks that hit people. Fair enough. We have ourselves a lovely choke point, so we'll fall back. Looks like we're kind of defending one of our outposts here. I love this quest battle. Kind of a small, simple canyon fight. Alright, well, cannons. Grudging. Not having the Vanguard deployed for our Goblin Hewers is a little bit sad, but I think we'll be fine. These little flanks here scream units coming out of the woods, so we'll set our Hewers up with that in mind. Back just a little bit. And these guys can kind of set up as everything comes around the corner here. Beautiful. I'm not going to be using the Grape Shot. It has been nerfed a bit, and I don't really have the opportunity to do so here without blowing my own guys to Kingdom Come, so no Grape Shot here. Slayer's back behind. In fact, I kind of think we want our guys... Let's deploy like this. We'll have the Grudge Settler Slayers over here just in case they do decide to go wide. Then we'll have our everything else move up. That way we can deploy more of our artillery. We don't, I guess, have that much. Don't have that much more to deploy. There we go. Goblin Hewers on this side too. I mean, I think we're going to get flanked over here on this side, aren't we? It also might be enticing us to do the same. If we had the Vanguard deploy on the Goblin Hewers, I'd absolutely put them up here. Doom Seekers in the center. Make sure nothing comes on through there. Bombers, I want you off on the sides because our cannons will accidentally take you out. heavy air quotes on the accident. Go up the sky if we can, up on top of the cliff.
Killers!
Flamethrower and Trollhammer torpedo.
Gyrocopter!
Malakai hang out with our
One hacker!
actual artillery. Get together over on this side. Ulrika. She can ride up on top and fire down on fools. Be kind of fun. Sweet. Single duties all together.
Command the spirit of Grudges!
Our infantry.
Closer! Aye, very nice.
Closer. Aye, very nice. And let it begin. Ulrika just come up on top of this cliff here. Shouting, "Da."
And dwarven ingenuity!
And my
And my
inventions.
invention! For the ancestors!
Here they come. Charging straight into our Goblin Hewer and
Gyrocopter! Move now!
cannon combo there. Cannons go ahead and blast apart these Cryptors. No reason to let them close the gap.
Ja!
I love that it's the ugly one in the robe that's doing this. Get him!
Gyrocopter!
Hammers, do your thing. Let's start dropping the napalm. Well done, Spirit. We're flying up to the top and start dropping the napalm on these massed up groups of zombies. We can resupply there. Our gyro bombers have been moved to the supply point. What is a supply point? Oh, right here. Oh, cool. And then they resupply with more bombs. Good work, Goblin Hewers. Drop some more napalm in there and then come off to the side. Actually, let's go see if you get more bombs. Once the Necromancer lives, more will be summoned to the field. Kill him. Go get him, blimp. Or Rick can drop down some magic here, which would normally be heresy, but
Gyro bomber! Range far! Range fast!
napalm plus pit of shades.
Right!
Flames of shades.
Charge! Gyrocopter!
Alright, well, you are definitely in charge of dealing with. We got Fellbats versus a barge. That should work out.
This is a
Oh, they do get more. They do get more bombs. How amazing! Guys, get up in there. Start helping the boys. Fortunately, these crypt ghouls, they don't have a lot of flyers. I think is probably on purpose. Hey, reinforcements approaching. Let's turn off the Thunder Barge. Summon in the Spirit of Grungni. When new Lord approaches, turn your weapons to him. Alright, Trollhammers, that's gonna be your job then. Everyone else can just stay back here and hold the resupply point. Spirit of Grungni away. Brought a lot of flyers. I see.
Strike out!
These guys are about to get jumped. A harpoon on the Lord there if you can. Try to double up the harpoon. That is a lot of... Those aren't dragons, those are terrorgeists. They're a little bit less tanky.
Move!
Let's draw them back. We'll deal with the Necromancer after. I don't think he's summoning any of the flyers. Come on, drive faster. You keep helping out with the terrorgeist there. Give you your Sklandir's Fall. Here comes a terrorgeist. You need to run away. Give here towards the Spirit of Grungni. They decided to land on Ulrika, which is a huge mistake. More Trollhammers are getting smacked. Run, boys, run. Thank goodness for that emergency. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Thank goodness for that emergency repairs. I'm just gonna sit and go drink Felix back on a secret mission. At both the Thunder Barges start moving back towards our line, I see that we have to advance ourselves. Trollhammers, come on up with Malakai and get fixed up. Banshee moving through the woods. Not on our watch. Start advancing. Little at a time. They've got magical attacks. Alright, they're getting Spirit of Grungni. Godric is hauling cheek to get over there, though. This Master Necromancer's in all the trouble. Turn off the Thunderburner, get him moving. Troll Hammer as you get there. Troll Hammer. There we go. Troll Hammer torpedoes do your thing. We'll Ricka you as well. Malakai, come off to the side. We can have the cannons move up for blasting. Do the same with our bombers until we've pretty much cleared the skies. Gotrek has caught the enemy, lord. Let's deal with these bats first. Nice dodge. Well done. Although, hard to dodge a shotgun. Enemy lord is dead and the army begins to crumble. We have done it. Did even have to deal with the Necromancer? Alright everyone, get over here and fight the Necromancer. Oh no, we didn't even have to deal with the Necromancer. Awesome. He was basically just over here summoning guys. And as soon as the Vampire Lord is slain, we win. It's a little bit spooky. Napalm is up for the king there. Or if you have Gotrek, just sit him after the enemy vampire. And victory. Alright, 4,000. Good numbers matter at 0. Leopold Harkin. We'll go ahead and take. I'd say they're replenishment. Both gold probably wouldn't have been a bad call, though. There's our Chinzen. Our Shimson Grimstone, absolutely. The ruby red jewel imbued with a swirling energy. Empire Slayer successful. The Ancestor Tombs and wider world finally safe from undead horde. Vampire Slayer has been completed. Look at the Skaven scheme. Beautiful. That's pretty much all of Vampire Slayer. We've got the ward save, firebombs. All we're really missing is the magical attacks, which I thought we had. And we're gonna go hunt down Leopold and Maldred soon. That'd be completed one of the Anger of the Forest. Or perhaps not. No, that was the Skaven scheme. So the killing 1,600 enemies gives us the emergency repairs for the Thunder Barge. That is awesome. I think that's all we have for now. One more Thunder Barge. We have to actually recruit that one. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alright,
Malakai, get you back in airship camp.
Time for a pint.
Time for a pint indeed. You are at 9 growth. If you don't mind giving you the streamlined smelters there. Upgrade his main province before we get the assembly line for launching Thunder Barges from his Thunder Barge. Which does sound proper bonkers. Going into the forge then, and we can get some items. I definitely think we want to get some runes though. The Rune of Melee Attack and Frenzy. Already got our Ward Save rune. I'm thinking Armor and... oh, it's a Master. You gotta get one. What about for your banners then? Little Penetration. Courage. Strolla's rune is very good for your Rangers. Except for they already do get Vanguard, so maybe better for Artillery. Stoicism. Sanctuary runes is pretty good. Physical resistance plus 15%. We're up to the master runes now. Okay, so let's go for perhaps a character rune. I think if anything, we'll just grab the extra weapon strength, or I think Daze will be a good one. Speed drop and melee defense. It'll be good for pretty much all of our Slayers. Hope they stay alive as well. Sweet business. We got Astrogoth coming on down. Strike where we are not. That tends to be the way. Can we go ahead and peace out with maybe the Skaven? Finish them off real quick, too. Ease his weakness.
More moving, less whinging.
More moving, less whinging.
Just don't get in my way.
Yeah, instead of going into March, let's grab you.
Who's man enough to follow me?
Who's man enough to follow me? Give you some Slayers. 137 as opposed to 205. I will take it. In fact, we'll combine up these Dawi
We
warriors
sharpen our own axes.
and grab
here.
another set of Slayers.
Dragon Slayer.
You tried your best there, Thingrim.
Slayer.
Since he's not really able to do any forging at the moment, let's just go for... what do we need? Thunder would buff up his... Oh, it doesn't buff up the Slayer Pirates. How weird. It is over here in Grimnir's Heirs. It's just weapon strength. Interesting. I guess we might as well. He doesn't have Deadly Onslaught, but he doesn't need it. He's not a melee fighter. Cannot believe I didn't have this one. Vigor loss reduction minus 15% for the whole army? Yes, please. Gatorade for our Dawi. Do Deadly Blade for Gotrek. Spread Control for Felix, because I think his melee line is all kind of maxed out. Snorri and Nosebiter. We'll give you that second point into Mentor. Ulrika, now that you have Snipe, you are so great. I like No Qualms Killer, too. Armor piercing missile damage plus 25% more ammo. Like that idea. Got a lot of range.
Killer of dragons.
Killer of dragons. How much is Nurgle built on up to actually come on across and invade again? This is the real question. You gotta keep an eye on them from up here at the Monolith of Flesh.
If you say so, beardling,
I do indeed say so.
Summon me.
Doran will hold here. I think he'll just hold here with what we've got. Alright, reinforced gate at Tower of Crack. Sure, we are holding on to the areas we have claimed. It's like the Longship Graveyard is going to go to Kislev. That's fine, I guess. We don't have a lot of choice in the matter, but I prefer that came to us. Let's grab Grudge Settler, Grudge Thrower. 2 will work. And then 1 Longbeard for the Guardian. Right. And we did get all those new runes, so let's go ahead and pass them out. Probably 2 units that are in the middle of fighting, such as Ungrim here.
I grow restless.
All he has right now is the Rune of Luck. Is he only allowed to have 1? I thought he could have 3.
Demon Slayer. What?
Something wrong. There's something wrong with Ungrim.
Aye.
No, he was just showing off. Weird. We'll put the dazed contact effect there on you. And your... Does this work on your missile attacks as well? Oh, it does. How amazing. So if you were using Root of Impact, put it on your engineers. Oh yeah, every time. Sindri. Or at least one that's over in... place with throwing hands. We'll give it to Norgrim. Give you a Root of Impact as well, help you stay alive. Even a Crimson Gemstone. 25% more weapon strength. Can Ungrim, or... Yeah, can Ungrim have this? No, he's already got an item. Garagrim could, though. Hey, Garagrim just goofy. Ooh, not even Garagrim. Gotrek. You could give it to Gotrek. You absolutely never need to, but... 25% more weapon strength than Dark Protection and the Hunger. He is now Vampire Gotrek.
I must fulfill my Slayer oath.
Alright, we'll move it around our old Dawi stomping grounds. We can do lots of upgrades, which is very good to see. Drinking hall. I would prefer to make just more gold. Flat out, please. Especially because we're about to be invaded here by Astrogoth. He's gonna hit territory that used to be his first. Good for us. Don't need to upgrade that. In fact, we have a little bit of gold. Let's get ourselves another kind of cheaper army that's gonna hold here in Khazid Irkulaz. So probably we want a Demon Slayer. Plus, we like Demon Slayers.
Demon Slayer.
Welcome, Gutri.
They don't find us here.
Oh man, nothing to recruit here. We'll at least go for these two Grudge settlers. You gonna sit for a turn or two.
Demon Slayer.
Inspiring presence, and he's really just here to kind of keep an eye on Astrogoth. Make sure they don't come in to this territory at all. I'm perfectly fine with reclaiming all of this back from the Dawizar, but I prefer not to. So probably a refectory here, a drinking hall in Gromma Peak. Fallen King Mountain is safe unless they decide to use the underways, but let's be foolish and add the trinket maker. Make me some money.
Dragon Slayer.
Thungni, you come on up to join Gutri now.
Witness my doom.
Because honestly, Ungrim is doing just fine.
I am the
Doing
Slayer
just fine
King.
for himself. Ooh, time to confederate more lords, is it? I'm very tempted to go after Thorek. He's got 10 settlements. And that's down in an entirely different area of the map. Be lots of fun. But going after Thorgrim would allow us to secure the mountains a little bit faster and actually grab basically retake the realm, so we can start using the underway network. Yeah, so let's go ahead and grab Thorgrim. Welcome to the team, and welcome... Oh my, poor income. Masters of Innovation have now taken over at Karazakarek. Who would have thought? What do we got out moving around here now? We're down all the way to Stone Mine Tower. 3 armies moving together across the wastes here. What on earth? Wissenland has Valea's Sorrow. And what has happened here? How bizarre. Well, what we should do then is try to go straight for Carrick 8 Peaks with Thorgrim. I'm gonna disband this entire army. Keep our Thane. Oh, just kidding. If we can't, we can't. Take all the items off this guy here. He's level 21, so we might bring him in later, but for now we'll just get all his goodies off. And kick him on out. Cobalt. You've got new goodies either, so rid of your whole army.
Mad to follow Slayer. Maybe you're...
Rothy.
Axe thirsts for war.
So we've got the... This is Maga Scurry. This is from one of our adventures. He might decide to come on over to your Maga Scurry.
For the wisdom of Valea.
I'm gonna get rid of Rothy here, but we can pull all of the runesmiths to join other armies, which I absolutely am gonna do. See you clowns later, and now we are back into the positives.
Dragon Slayer.
Sweet business. I think we really need to try to consolidate these many of the wars we have going right now. Astrogoth, are you cool for peace? Turns out never. Who is willing to sue for peace?
Death. Northmen, come.
Only the cool and the scaling.
Take what there is no surrender, scum of Grungni. Only death.
Looks like you're surrendering right here. I mean, I see right here in this peace treaty, we surrender for 4,000. I mean, and I'll take it.
Done.
Abandoned Boris once more. A Scaling tribe, we're gonna have no chance of actually taking that last settlement, so we'll go ahead and peace out with them as well.
A timely arrival. My warhounds
Give me all of your
haven't
money,
eaten
and
in
Katarin will
days.
take your souls.
The tribe consents.
Tribe consents.
Hang on.
Tribe just gives me all their gold.
Aye.
Ooh, Ironbrow's expedition. We need.
I have little patience, so this better be important.
Yeah, you do have little patience, don't you?
Aye.
We'll take trade with you, my
Yes.
friend. I want to get all of the
My
deals I can with
throne
Ziflin
stands
because
ready.
we don't want the
You'll
Dalby
not
to.
disappoint.
The Dalby really don't like when you confederate the others.
Aye.
Of course, together we are stronger.
Sigma's.
And Hagrid as well.
Together we're stronger. Let our clans be as one.
We'll get there, buddy. We will get there.
Alright then.
Alright then.
All right.
Averlin wants to trade as well.
Welcome, ancient allies.
Absolutely can do
In
that.
these troubled times, dwarfs are a fine sight to behold. I will.
I bet. All you've seen recently is Strigoi. They do lots of shrieking and ripping people to pieces. It's
Xiao Ming.
quite horrible. Hello, Zhao Ming.
Lord of the Jade
We
Sword.
will take the defensive alliance with your people as well.
If only barely.
If only barely. Well done holding Cathay this campaign. That's a pretty mixed
Ready to
bag if you were able to.
Do you seek the Storm Dragon's wisdom or strength?
You've lost the Bastion. Your
Acceptable.
Pop would be disappointed in you.
The storm.
Give me all of the agreements.
It is time.
Now we've got a nice little web of alliances. So from there, we need to build some new outposts. On Angren, we could build an outpost in Karak Izor, the main settlement. It is indeed, so we'll go ahead and construct that outpost there. Northern outposts, or northern provinces. We'll go for... I mean, they usually should upgrade Nangao the most. We'll go for Wei Jin now. We'll help defend them as well. Altdorf is taken. Interesting. We'll just go ahead and put the defenses in an Uber's right, because this actually has a landmark that gives it a whole suite of almost D&D defenders. The western provinces. What do you have for us? Ooh, Shangwu should be the best op- Oh, just kidding. Not been doing so well, have you? Well, Shangwu should be where they're able to build up the most, so we'll put in the outpost there. Great. So defeat Azerit the Lost. We absolutely can do that. No problem. Easy. Perfect, and now with Federating Thorgrim on up, I've got lots of settlements to kind of readjust. I've got a foundry in there. The Brightstone Mine is perfect. Goldsmith's Guild Hall. Making that serious money. And what are we missing here at Gunbad? Actually, probably nothing. Maybe some walls. We'll even take the drinking hall there. We'll take out the arms foundry. Leave in the mustering hall. Stone bread bakery for growth is not a bad idea for now. So weird that they have Barak Farm. She has claimed a lot of land, Whistleland, but there's no armies anywhere. So I wonder if this was all claimed through Confederation? Had to have been. Take these on out. Won't worry about upgrading the defense. Wait, actually, here at Doc Kraz, we will absolutely upgrade the defenses. That way we can move on.
Throne bearers.
Orgrim's army needs to be readjusted, but it's not that bad. What we should do is, though, take Karak 8 Peaks and let the Skaven take all of the other settlements around here.
Nonsense.
These shouldn't be under control of Wissenland, and the fact that they are means we might have to go to war with her,
Alright, lads.
which would be sad. You have all of your landmarks in here. Not the throne hall. What are you doing wrong? Got lots of rune forges, don't you? Locks the recruitment of iron breakers. Go ahead and take out the Hall of Thanes. Monument of Grimnir we don't really need either. Try to save the gold up for the Throne Hall of the High King. 2 extra control faction-wide sounds glorious. But that is going to be all the time I've got for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Malakai Makaisson episode. If you all enjoyed the video, leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub throne. See you on the next one.